Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Millennium Games in Rochester, New York, where we're at the 5th and final round of Swiss in the 2016 Regionals. This is Tim.
This is Jeremy.
I'm Chris.
And Brandon.
And we are here along with Victor on the left, who is our first Whizzard of this video series, although there were many of them at the tournament. And
not as many as Pilanas.
Yeah, surprisingly. And then we've got Joseph on the right playing Near Earth Hub. And I believe this is actually a slightly different Near Earth Hub deck than you might be expecting, so it should be a little interesting.
Okay.
And yeah, this Whizzard and Anarch were really popular. There was a pretty good amount of Near Earth Hub bopping around. There was
actually there was only a handful. In
really?
Near Earth Hub.
I saw there was a big chunk of New Angeles Soul. I saw
four of them, and 3 of them ended up consecutive in placements at the end.
That's interesting. Yeah, Soul got popular because people were kind of using it as, I don't even want to say wizard tech, but it's just like predictable meta tech.
Yeah.
But, mixed results on that.
Yeah.
The NEH, I'm surprised there wasn't more because there's still a wealth of ways to play it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it seems like the most popular this state is maybe the Temple NEH, but you can never be sure. Mm-hmm. I got surprised because I thought Butcher Shop was dead, and I did run into a sneaky Butcher Shop recently.
Yeah, because you would just expect to see Harpsichord, and that's the kill deck these days.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're still lurking around.
So Whizzard has a very strong start.
Yeah.
Econ right off the bat. You love to see Career Fair Wildside in the opening hands.
Yeah. From my perspective, with judging 2 tournaments since the Most Wanted list came down, it seems to me that the Most Wanted list soured some people on NBN for a while.
Here's the Temple.
Okay, so here's Temple. Oh, and using Temple to res Archangel.
Ooh. Well,
So-
I mean, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's credit drain.
It's okay. It's not huge.
Yeah, it's fine.
And now, here's the thing. here's a little bit of real talk. So that's great and all. But against Whizzard, unless you're a nice Archangel, expensive to res ice, I guess he was saving money with a Temple. If you're not going to be impactful, you don't want it up this early because he's just going to
It's just going to parasite it. He knows which piece of cutlery to use against it.
You don't want to make it parasite bait this early.
And unlike playing against other runners where you're like, okay, this is going to be my econ server, he's not going to want to pay for the ice and the trash cost. Whizzard only suffers one of those, so it's not as big a deal.
So he's basically taxing him the click in 3 credits, which is cool.
Yeah, which I mean, it is a lot of tempo to continually play Wildside.
Yeah.
And so is this the moment where he drops that cheeky Astro script behind there and says,
Yeah. Well, maybe that is it. Maybe he reses it knowing that he wants to score behind it, and it's discouraging. Because it's the kind of thing where it's porous, so you're not going to... Okay, well...
No, it's just launch campaign.
All right. Train of thought ended.
Yeah.
And we're back.
All right, now I'm scratching my head a bit there.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I mean, that is Whizzard is unlikely to go run through that Archangel again.
I agree. No, I agree. It's tough with Whizzard. You don't just have naked stuff, but man, an Archangel to protect.
Yeah, you'd love to have that on your central instead.
Although much better than a pad campaign, for example. Ooh, he won a raffle.
Oh, nice.
That's so exciting.
Oh, yeah. Just to jump out of the game for a second, the prize support was fantastic here by Millennium.
Yes, it was.
Good on those guys.
I didn't realize I was in this video.
Yeah, Jeremy's arm lurks in there. Yeah, a ton of alt arts, a lot of cool little tokens and playmats got handed out. So good on Millennium.
Millennium is very, very good on the prize support and supporting our players. At the nice thing for anyone watching this video wondering, do I want to come to Millennium? To give you an idea, all of the tournament fees go either to prizes, to giving credit to the tournament organizer, or to store credit for prizes. They don't make profit off of the tournaments themselves.
Yes. So.
Well, I mean, they're selling they get the money for the credit, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Everything's flushed back to the players, which is really nice.
Anyway, where I was going before that little tangent. No, it's just I understand Archangel's a big piece of ice to take down in front of that launch campaign, but the launch campaign is going to drain itself, and in these Temple style NEH decks, you normally have a wider window of setup. So it makes a little bit of sense, but
Okay, so it's not as rush heavy as the straight Fastrobiotics.
right. If you want to rush, you're going a different route. This is asset spam might be a little bit of a harsh word in an IG world, but it's definitely very horizontal.
Okay. And so there's more of this kind of build-up period where you make like a more powerful board state before you start slapping Astros.
He says with no unprotected remotes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean to sound like an authority. I have very little experience with it, but from what I've witnessed and played a little bit, he's giving himself a little more time. But Whizzard, he got that pancakes pretty early.
And so this is a little bit interesting on the NH side that he's going to build another, what looks to be a scoring remote so fast when he's only got one piece of ice on each of the centrals, and Whizzard is sitting on Wildside, Chronotype, and money. Slums.
That's going to be good in this match. Yeah. Slums was released 2 days before this.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people did this. I did this. I just added one.
Yeah. I had two, which I kind of regretted. I wish I would have had only one.
With the one.
Yeah, exactly.
Justifiably.
Yeah. I hit a lot of people when Slums got spoiled and released were like, okay, we'll take IG and try it in RP. And I did play against one of those decks on the day. And I was very glad to have it because it was just like, okay, that bioethics is gone.
Yeah,
We're
and
fine.
you don't have to worry about it.
But it's okay in some matchups. It'll be great in this matchup.
Yeah, because you're expecting maybe like team sponsorship and stuff to keep bringing things back.
Mm-hmm. Museums sometimes.
Yeah,
pretty frequently.
yeah. Sometimes there is museum. I can't see how thick the deck is to know whether a museum is coming.
Plus, sometimes trashing a sand just isn't enough.
Yeah.
You want to exile it.
Yeah.
Or is exile trademarked by Magic as well?
Yeah.
Because we don't have a term for remove from game, really.
Did anyone see what that was?
I did not.
He
It is
slums
off
it,
the
whatever
top.
it was.
It is slummed out of the game, so it must have been important. And that actually is a thing of knowing what to slum. You don't want to just slum the first thing you see every turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is slum just once a turn?
It's just once a turn,
Okay.
but it's non-unique, so you could have two of them out.
multiples? All right.
Yeah.
And it's an option.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
a
not
mega.
the first thing you
Right.
hit must. It's
Yeah,
not like
okay.
an Edward Kim ability.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's similar to... But if you're an Anarch player already, you build up those decision-making muscles from Imp over time.
Yep.
That's fair.
And that was a Beal, actually, that got scored off the top of the table there in that remote. So that was a scoring remote.
Oh,
but
okay.
now R&D is open.
Yeah, that taken down. I mean, here's the unless you have a Cyber Dex that you maybe want to pop, you're not going to purge for a site on an Enigma.
Right, exactly.
So just
Oh, and he looks like, is that the
Senses.
Senses?
Yeah,
Which is a cool card.
that is huge in NEH.
Yeah.
That is
You draw so
huge.
much.
I got hit by
Ooh, he slummed it.
a similar deck to this one in my first round, and he was very, very heavily asset spamming, and he dropped two of those in one turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
at a
wow.
point where I kind of slowed down on checking them because I was trying to get an R&D lock, and that just destroys R&D lock, and then he was set. That was
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very strong in decks like this.
Yeah, because it's what, a draw 3 and then put one back?
Right, but it doesn't have to be one of those three.
Oh, my,
So
okay.
it's a very, very strong ability.
Interesting.
What is the one? Oh, that's political dealings or whatever.
That lets you reveal
That
the-
lets you reveal and
Yeah.
install. Okay.
That is a very high influence, which I'm glad it is. Otherwise, it would have been
Right.
horrific in NBN.
I have seen though an NAH deck going around that basically blows all its influence
Yeah.
on that card.
Oh, wow.
And Sans and Astros.
Yeah, I
And
have.
it just goes for it. It
Yeah.
just goes nuts.
Like you just go all in on it.
Yeah,
go for it
but with,
strategy.
but with it changes in numbers, but I've seen 3 senses and either 2 or 3 daily casts.
And just go.
it just spams out the draw, and you're gonna hit
So
one.
look, the Faust came down, and he's okay. So wrap around. He doesn't have that many cards in hand, or actually he does, because I've had worst up a little bit.
Yeah, but he's gonna choose
bounces
something else.
anyway.
No res.
And man, this is NEH building a scoring remote. These are things you don't often see.
Yeah, it's a slower NEH.
Yeah.
More refined.
A gentleman's NEH.
A
if you will.
gentleman's NEH. Sit back with a glass of scotch. We're gonna play for a while.
Yeah,
That's
but
no
with
fun, man.
and Whizzard is starting to roll here though, man.
Ooh, and Whizzard has that film critic.
Oh,
splash.
Film Critic,
That's pretty
which
cool.
I saw throughout the day and I liked a lot because people were expecting Polina intelligently and IG. You don't want to have to hit Future Perfect a whole bunch of times.
It ruined my day. How
Yeah.
much influence is it? 1?
It's only one for the Film Critic.
yeah.
Film critics only.
I could
So,
see that. I
you-
was using my flex influence on a political operative.
Oh, okay.
Which is also a very
Which is
good
also very good, yeah.
anti-caprice card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you want it all. You can't have it all. That's not running.
Okay, so the turntable is up. And yeah, actually, Joseph did score another. He's unfortunately sliding his agendas off the top of his playmat. But he did score another Beal, which unfortunately it's 4 points, which is great. But, and that was that a museum?
That was the museum.
Okay,
Out
so
of the
he's
game. Well
museum
done.
is toast. That's exactly what you want to Salsette Slums is that
Yeah.
museum.
What an annoying card.
Yeah.
Now the slums doesn't work with Imp, right?
No,
'Cause
you have to pay the trash
okay.
cost.
Yeah.
And even with I guess
it
it does
does
work
work
with
with
Wizard
Because
credits.
you are using his
Okay.
credits to pay the cost.
Yeah.
So then it's the councilman that you cannot use Wizard credits for, right?
Political operative.
Political operative.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
use.
Yeah.
Because it's
It's
Because
worded
you're
that-
not trashing the card, you're paying the trash
trash.
cost.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, so actually, even though Whizzard is set up so nicely here, Joseph's on 4 points.
Yeah.
I got
He's got some legs.
I got in a judge voice there for a second. I just
Yeah.
realized, I didn't realize I do judge voice. Like my tone changes when I'm talking about a card. Judge voice.
Okay, so if I'm sitting in Wizard shoes right here, the thing I'm digging for is that medium.
Yeah, because if he's just scoring, a couple of points at it, and all 3 wraparounds up and no David in sight
Jeez.
here.
Boy.
Does he have it in hand?
Remember seeing wraparound for the first time plugged in?
Yeah. Like,
We were right saying that ice is going to be around for a long
Oh,
time.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wonderful piece of ice.
It's fantastic, yeah.
It's great.
Okay, so he is going for the remote. He's got a lot of cards in
He's
hand.
gonna trash it, force a res. I mean, he's been sneaking agendas out.
Yeah, that's what,
But I
4
wonder-
cards to break a wraparound?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my money though that it's not another agenda. It's probably a Samsan, maybe a museum, some kind of higher impact.
We see no res.
Not an agenda.
I think that's... He's
Has a trash
spending-
cost.
Yep, that is. I think it's a
Slums,
Sansan,
too.
yeah. Yep, that was a slummed Sansan leaving the table there.
Good,
That
get
has
out
to
of
feel
here.
good.
Yeah, I think he's slummed 2 of them. Ooh,
Oh.
and business show.
That's
No, not business show. Sorry,
executive
boot camp. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and he uses it to res toll booth on the cheap.
Yeah,
Well,
before it gets
cheaper.
trashed.
Yeah, that'd be a thing.
Okay, very interesting. A David would do wonders here.
Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah.
David would do super wonders here.
3
we haven't
credits
seen-
and
And
2 counters.
Yeah, and this is. Do you think that's an agenda? Because this is pretty bold.
I don't think so. Well, I mean, it's either a Super Bowl thing because he's up by 4 points.
Yeah.
If he was at 0 or 2 points,
Yeah.
there's
then this
no
is-
way that's an agenda.
Yeah. At this point, it could be.
But I think he's just trying to bait the David, tax the counters.
That's the thing. If I'm up 4-0, I don't
Oh,
mind.
they were actually he double advanced that, so that's definitely an agenda.
Okay. Oh, you know
He-
what that is? That's the global food.
Okay. So
Or a
there's
Beal.
no-
Or
Yeah,
the third
either
Beal.
one of those. So this is
I was
potentially
gonna say,
game point.
yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing is, even though he doesn't have the David, he doesn't need David. If he can
It's
just
true.
draw enough cards, it's a pain, but you know you want to get down there.
1, 2, 3 plus 4 is 7 cards and $3.
7 cards and $3. But man,
Maybe it's a June bug.
the surprise!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and he's
there
having
was
to
a
dump
June bug.
medium for it even.
Jeez.
He's got to
Wait,
do it,
whoa,
though.
whoa. Why? He has the David in hand. Oh, is he ditching it and then he's going to clone chip it
Yeah,
so he
why
can
is-
get in twice?
No, because this is his 4th click. He drew.
Well, he's got clone
Oh.
chip on the table though.
Yeah, so he's probably going to pop it back in
He's
now.
not, he's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
clone
he
chip
is.
it.
Okay, so he breaks the front one, clone chips in because he doesn't care about those cards.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's
okay.
a solid play.
Yeah.
I like that play.
Because you don't, and yeah, it
And
was the food,
global
so
food.
it had to go right there. And I guess he does have enough that he could have broken it with just cards,
Yeah,
but you don't want to. It looks like a lot of the cutlery events
Yeah.
are in there. You don't want to dump those unless you have to.
But I like this. I'm sorry I questioned his play because the way he did that, now that remote is not secure next turn.
Yes,
Had
that
he
is
just
true.
played the
Yeah,
David.
it leaves 2 David counters out. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, well played.
It puts him on. I'm forgetting the word I want to use.
Yeah,
There's a phrase. Whatever. I'm blanking.
yeah,
He
but
did
yeah. Otherwise,
good.
yeah, because otherwise Joseph could have just slapped another one in there the next turn.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I started to say, if I'm up 4-0,
Yeah, you just
I
start
don't mind them
throw it
stealing
one
an
or two.
agenda as long as it costs them something. Because then if I can get them a little low, then it's like, all right, well, I'm just going to keep pushing my advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a little bit the thing, though, with the Faust and Wild Side Adjuster Chronotype is you can't do that as much as you could when you were taxing credits.
Yeah.
Because every turn they're drawing 2 cards
Yeah.
and pretty
Okay.
efficient.
let's play the read the bluff game. Is this an agenda now? He knows he can get in.
He knows he
and
can
he
get in.
doesn't want to kill those
He
David
has
counters.
the money.
But he's torn through most of his deck. He's probably either holding another David that we missed or is drawing into it.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Saw
cutlery.
That last card might be a David in his hand. It looks like it might be.
It does.
The far left. I think that might be a David.
It hurts that he didn't use any cutlery on that last steal.
You would have liked to have used one there. I guess he knew.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Is he
I'm
saving
thinking
it
maybe
for
he's
R&D?
saving it for.
Yep.
Yeah,
there
here
goes
we
the
go.
knife.
Smashing R&D.
So
yeah.
he's assuming that that's not an agenda. Even if it is, it doesn't put him on game point because he doesn't have any Astro counters.
And he's
Yeah.
on 4 credits. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ooh, trash it, banish it, get it out of here.
Do you slum that?
I
He
think
did.
he do.
Okay. Actually,
Slum is such
he's
a
not
powerful
slumming it.
card.
He's just trashing it because he
Yeah.
has clicks to go back, and there's might be something more important to slum.
Yeah, of course, though, if he's minus Jackson's, if he's not running team sponsorship, there's no real reason to remove
Yeah,
him from
that's
the game.
true. Yeah.
I mean, Jackson is nice. If
But
he's-
it's not the same as team sponsorship where you're getting on-demand stuff back.
Yeah.
So we know that's not an agenda over there. He looks like he has an Astro in hand. And
Ooh,
further,
icing
I
up.
mean, it's enough of the Sansan. I think 2 of the Sansans have gotten slummed out.
Yeah.
And with what his influence spread looks like, he might not have biotic labor, so he might actually have to score through this remote here.
It's true. And sitting on 6 credits, there's nothing super threatening that
Right.
R&D ice can be.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe his mind thought. Maybe his train of thought right now is that I have the advantage. Push the remote before
Yeah.
he can,
Yeah.
completely fleece through my R&D.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. So Whizzard setting up some money.
And he also may have a few agendas in hand, so he may not be worried about
Yeah.
the density.
That's true. I know we saw at least one in hand. There was an Astro in there. And now debating whether to res the R&D ice is not coming up. We've seen toll booths, so he might be on expensive ice.
Jackson.
And yeah,
Here's a
you
big-
slum that
here's a big one.
right the
Yeah,
hell
lump
out
it
there.
in.
Jackson.
Wow.
That's huge.
And a
And
temple.
oh.
But he doesn't have wizard credits, and he's a little low on money, so you...
Just going to go back.
Yeah, and you've trashed one thing, so you're seeing a lot of fresh cards here. Ooh,
Still
there's the
Astro?
Astro.
Ooh, Astro.
He's out of clicks, I believe, because he
Okay.
played and then clicked the liberated.
Okay. That was Temple. So yeah, actually, Temple... Okay, so that was Toll Booth there. So the Temple with
Interesting.
the
I wonder why he didn't.
boot camp
Oh,
lets
because
you
he was
trash
doing it with the boot
pretty
camp.
cheap, yeah.
Yeah, just have it
He
a
really
raise
wants
up
that
to 5.
Enigma back to put in front of that toll booth.
This
Yeah.
is a pretty interesting NH. This is, I mean, unless he's playing a weird line because of the force.
Yeah, it
I've
looks...
It
Very
obviously
different.
worked. He made the top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's doing well. He's sitting in the last round near the top table here, and so yeah, it looks like a lot heavier ice, and then you're attempting to actually score out rather than just chaining Astros together.
I wonder though, like normally with the temples, you're going a little bit wide.
Yeah,
so
so-
maybe it's just like the way things.
Yeah,
happen.
it could be, unless he's just always planning to use temples to res ice rather than res assets, because most of the time you're using those, to get San up faster and that kind of stuff. But maybe he's planning on
Zero money.
Oh, and David's H. He's
yeah.
He knifed the
Knifed-
Knife through
thinking
HQ.
that he's trashed out. He's
Thinking
slummed
that
one
he's
Jackson.
not protecting. He's probably
Yeah.
thinking the same thing I was just doing.
Yeah.
He's not protecting R&D as much. Maybe
Yep.
I should put some fear in him.
Yep. And that's the thing playing against Anarchy.
Yep.
People a lot of
Boom.
oh yeah, man, Astro number 2.
The game is completely different at this point.
Yeah. Man, but if those agendas that Joseph had scored early had been Astro instead of Beal,
The game's over.
he would have
Yeah.
he would have won already, I think.
Yeah.
I agree. The game's over at that point.
You still have the option as NEH to go fast.
Yes. And that's what I've always found when I play. If I make like a clever NBN deck, I'll just like occasionally accidentally win on Astro Train. And you're like, oh man, I had this cool plan.
I forget what tournament it was, but I ended up bringing a harpsichord kill deck, and I did not kill one person. All my wins were done through scoring out.
Yeah.
Plugged in tournament. I took
Yeah.
I took an NBN kill deck and I won. Both wins. I won
just
through just
scoring out,
advancing.
yeah.
So we see
The
Whizzard.
one was an Astro Train. The other one I just kind of just brute forced it through. But then the guy I was playing wasn't. He was pretty new to the game.
Yeah.
So we saw Whizzard trash and get rid of one more temple on the
Yeah.
last turn. Hit the pad campaign, didn't trash it, and we got a Jackson
Yeah.
on the board, which is pretty nice here.
Yeah. And as smart of Victor, he's going and checking all of these naked remotes because with the advantage that Whizzard is building right now, it's going to be really tough to score something the real way. And so just going for it on the board is one of the ways to try at it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he's...
Yeah, if I was up 4-0 and then I'm down 6-4, I'm going to start being ballsy.
You kind of have to. Oh, man. And
We haven't seen a spooned yet. So if I'm NEH here, I'm digging for, like you were saying, the Enigma in front of it. Or
just to
anything
prevent the
slow it
spoon
down.
on the tool booth.
Man, lose the toll booth.
Yeah. And that's actually a reason we saw a toll booth go away a little bit, I think, is because they spoon it with David, and you've just wasted 8 credits.
You got to think, if you're not making an instant return on ice, it's tough to justify.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's why Eli is still worth the extra influence.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Eli's just such a good workhorse.
And
even knows what it is and it does it well.
And it's on the most wanted list, and it still is a 3 of in a lot of decks.
Yeah.
Even non-HB decks.
For sure. Okay. Well,
so he had to pump the jacks in there, so we saw at least one get slummed. One is out of the game. What are you doing here as Joseph to try to pull this back?
I don't know.
dig for any ice to slow down on R&D.
Yeah.
Oh, and the data sucker's not going to help.
And do we see? It looks like there is a spoon in hand. So spooning is a coming, I think.
Did he reinstalled the David, right?
He did.
Yeah, this is a fresh David, so this has full counters.
Yeah.
We're sharing this on the internet. I got to say something that I said during the tournament day. How, with the cutlery kind of surging, especially for a while now, how has the Tix catchphrase not been heard screamed at tournaments? Like, I would think there's at least one guy who comes to a Netrunner tournament, and every time he plays Spoon, he goes, Spoon!
We were talking about at the tournament bringing a set of silverware along and just throwing it onto the table whenever you play the event.
No, you make a foam core up to go under your playmat, so you can actually just stab the knife into the playmat. We've been talking about intimidation.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
Brutal.
Judge,
Yeah.
I'm worried that my opponent is about to murder me.
I'm afraid.
That's an interesting judge call.
With the new floor rules, these might.
Yeah.
With the new floor rules.
Oh, man.
Okay, so he's just spamming.
What was he getting rid of, you think? I mean, he was probably just trying to save the credit.
Yeah.
He's trying to save
It's
the
got to
credit
be
right
like
now.
Enigma or something. If he's trying to go
Something
for
that's
credit.
annoying for him to get through. And here
There's
comes the
the
spoon
spoon.
on R&D.
This has got to be it. Right?
I mean, unless he's somehow floating them all in hand, but Victor's been checking his HQ.
Or if that face down to Cyberdex, he could purge it.
Yeah, that's true.
Crap.
And I mean,
Going
medium
back,
was depleted.
There's the Cyberdex. Oh, no.
Here we go.
It's all right. He's still going to see 2 more.
Oh, and he
cards.
removes it from the game instead of trashing.
Wise play.
That's so very wise play with
And then going
Cyberdex.
back again.
15
And
minutes.
that's 15 minutes.
Wow, the
That's
win on the
exactly-
15 minutes.
That's exactly when you want to steal 15 minutes.
Oh, geez.
The only time you want to steal 15 minutes.
Very well played.
Wow, yeah, well
Yeah.
played.
Early start for NEH, but
Yeah, and I mean, Whizzard just got the Whizzard engine up fast. He
Yeah.
had Wild Side adjusted chronotype.
Within
and
like
Faust
turn
within
3.
And the problem is the corpse stalled a bit there.
Yeah.
It's and when both people are treading water, the runner can recover faster.
Exactly.
That's just how it goes.
Yep. And yeah, so well played by both guys, man. If Joseph had those first 2 agendas beat Astros,
Yeah.
I think
it's
that's
a
just
different
game.
Different game.
Yeah.
Different game.
But yeah, well played by Victor to pull things back and not let it get out of hand. Some clever stuff with Faust and David. So we will be moving on to the second game of the 5th round, and these guys are right at the edge of the cut. So the outcome of the next game is going to be pretty important to them. So it should be a good one, and we'll see you guys soon.
thanks for listening.